Hi, this is Hugh. He's an innovation consultant, and he's been a trainer and coach for well over 10 years.
And this is Lino. He's a sociologist, and he's been consulting and coaching for well over a decade also.
A few years ago, I was afforded the opportunity to do a personal assessment, which means I did a survey about myself and had some folks in my life do the same survey about me. So in essence, a 360. And while the outputs were pretty generic, I found that the insights came in understanding the gaps that existed between how I saw myself and how they saw me. I never would have recognized those areas for growth even existed if I hadn't had that opportunity. It allowed me to take a really close magnifying glass to all sorts of pieces of who I was. Now it's been a few years since then, and from the input of friends and family, I seem to be a little bit closer aligned to the person that I always thought that I was.
I remember when Lino told me that story, and I realized that the biggest obstacles for this type of personal insight are opportunity and cash. Unless you have a company that's willing to spend $500 to $1,000, most people are never going to have access to this level of high quality information about themselves.
Extensive research into emotional intelligence and now social intelligence has been building for about 30 years, and the science is in. Human beings, we judge ourselves by our intent, and everybody else judges us by our impact, which is to say, how they experience us.
Those impacts can be seen so clearly in so many aspects of our lives. Why potentially healthy relationships sometimes sputter and fail. Who of us has ever not gotten into a fight in email? You know, and we all know people who have amazing dreams and can never seem to organize themselves well enough that they turn those into reality.
Why some folks are star performers at work and others aren't. And it's not always about money. We all know people who do financially well, but they manage to sabotage their relationships, both personal and professional. And like I said, the science is in. And the vast majority of what differentiates success and failure, people who do versus people who dream, people who are optimistic versus those who are pessimistic, it's what we now understand as emotional and social intelligence.
When we started Neuro Innovations, our dream was to create tools and suites of resources that would be available to anyone, regardless of whether they were in a big company or not. That allow people to go from where they were to where they wanted to be in a meaningful way through changing their behavior and adapting their impact on the world.
So we've spent the better part of 4 years researching, designing, and developing a powerful 360 tool, a web-enabled tool that would do something very simple and very clear. Tell you a story, the story of you. Who you are, why you are who you are to the people in your life, and why they see you that way.
The beautiful thing about emotional intelligence and social intelligence, they can both be learned. So you can take all of the insights that you learn from our NI360, adapt them into your life, and to change your behavior to get the goals that you're after.
So our intention with the NI360 is to give everyone the opportunity to understand how they impact the people in their life at an affordable price.
For nonprofits and social services.
For people in the helping professions, therapists, life coaches, other people who need to understand their clients a little bit better, and maybe for clients to know themselves as well.
And in the future, we'll be creating different versions for individuals, small and large companies, translating it into a multitude of languages to reach people all around the world.
Our vision for the NI360 is truly global.
Please help us to help others. Fund our campaign to bring the NI360 to life and to the market. Hugh here.
And Lino, again.
Back.
We had just finished wrapping up our previous video that you just watched, and we realized there was something missing. Both of us, in one way or shape or form, in our professional lives for the last decade plus, have been in the helping profession. Hugh as a coach, and me working with social services. And we thought there was something missing in the perks that we're offering.
Yeah, and what was missing really was this notion of oftentimes the people who really need the benefit are the ones who least are likely to get it. So we just realized we have to create a pay it forward campaign.
So what that means, so what a pay it forward plan means is that if you choose one of those pay it forward little slots down there on your right,
yep,
we'll donate an in-kind number of 360s to a charity or nonprofit of your choice.
So basically just look down to the right. So we have certain perks that are just straight up perks for small businesses or individuals. There are special perks that are called pay it forward perks. So take a look at those because they're really important. You're going to be doing something good for yourself and something good for others.
Did you
see his face. So,
I can click for you.
you can click for me?
I'll click for you.
Aw. Click. Thank you. I just realized I have to go home and drink after this.
Now, I was thinking about that on the way here.
That's a lot of words, man. Jesus.
No, but while Lino does this part, I'm going to sit here like this. It's funny because I start to go and you're like, I'm not on camera now, hang on. All right. See? That was the first piece of communication Jack ever did with me.
Seriously? So we spent the better Can I check my iPhone while he talks? That would be a no-no, right?
Okay, it'll also provide insights and techniques.
Okay, I'm sorry. That sounded so funny. It's gonna be really cool, okay? What is that?
I might have to have, yeah, I knew it. The beautiful thing,
It was like, so our process will not only provide you deep personal insights, okay?
oh, it sounded like Rob Ford. And in the future, this is unconscious incompetence 101. I remember when Rock was young. Bam. In the future, and in the future.
Our vision is sorry, I couldn't resist. That was awesome.
Please help us help others fund our campaign to bring the NI360 to market, to life and to market.
Oh, nice.